Well, hello there, everyone, and welcome back to ZomBo Gaming. I am ZomBo Skater, and we're back for some more SkyFactory 5, and this time we're on our multiplayer server world, where Bleary Dinosaur and I are playing, so we're a lot farther ahead than we are in our single-player world. But the reason I'm bringing you along for this YouTube short is because I want your guys' opinions, your comments, your ways to make things better over here. So, for those of you who play SkyFactory 5, you have to find all the colors. The colors will then let you get dye. Dye will then let you craft pretty much everything else in the game. So what I've set up here is these dye assemblies, and there's a whole bunch of them here because this is the total number of dyes I would need to make one of every one of the items that I am trying to make. And the way that we're doing this is we've got set up back here, all along back here. We're using 4 rows of colored water, is getting 4 things of sand. Is kind of what I'm doing here. So I've got a cobble generator going into a millstone, so it's gravel into sand, using an old school item filter to separate out the sand and separate out the flint. And then we've just got like an overflow barrel up here. And then we've got the sand is coming out down the line here, going around the corner, past the 32 blocks of colored water per line, going across dripstone into the colored barrels. We've got a little overflow barrel here for extra water if we get backed up a bit. And then this is the barrel that's getting the sand. And then the sand collects in the chest. And then each row of color is then coming off into an overflow chest. As you can see, this one's kind of empty. And then it's coming outputted down the line to this giant assembly over here, where I'm then taking it off and up to each one of the crafters that I've got going on here. And what I'm doing for crafting is I've got 2 kinds, printers and mechanical. So for the mechanical crafter, I'm using the create, not mechanical crafter, sorry, mechanical mixer. I've got the create assembly with a whole bunch of water wheels and quadrupling the power out. And then it's coming down, splitting off to any of the mechanical mixers. And then we've got printers. We've got our reactor is sending power to each one of the printers. And then we've got these crazy observer lines using an etho hopper clock to fire it off. And I think I've got 24 items in there. And then we're just firing these observer lines. And then I've got these dropper assemblies to try and make sure I get one of each item I need for each one of the recipes going off. And so for like a printer, I'll have whatever recipes needed. And then I lock the printer so only that is being made. And then it gets outputted into a chest. The mixers, they all just output into the basin, and we've got a recipe filter on here, and then inside the pipe, we also have a filter data card, so that way only the item goes into here and not the dyes. But yeah, so this is my current setup. I think there's one that has a mechanical press, but otherwise everything else over here is either mechanical mixers and or printers. And so yeah, that's my crazy contraption going on here. And I would definitely like any feedback on how we could make this better. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to comment and let me know your thoughts in the down belows. Oh, bye!